Hello, ladies and gentlemen, this is Darcy Ogandaga, CEO of laws-of-the-internet.com, and today we're going to talk about something extremely important on this Father's Day weekend. We're going to talk about why value is more important than money. Why value is more important than money. You see, in this journey that I've been doing lately, shifting from business to relationship, and talk about value, talk about the basic. And I believe that most of the time people, they let their instincts taking over the value of a human being. What makes the difference between an animal and a human being is that we have value. Animals, they follow things by instincts. It's about gain, it's about control, it's about territory. And because of society being really so trashy through the media who are shaping the culture of the society we're living in, your subconscious making decisions that your conscious will not do in the natural, because you neglect to protect your eye gate, your ear gate, so therefore your heart become corrupted, so you don't really know what is right and what is wrong. And you're not sensitive no more to the voice of God. You're not sensitive to the value and respecting yourself, so it's kind of hard to be able to express the same thing towards somebody else. And I will talk about a little story about what my dad told me about almost 20 years ago. We used to have an uncle, used to really look very rough, and he was smelling some strange smell and different things, and he was not looking right. He was looking like he was homeless. And our dad, make us sit down, say, "Look at this man over there. When I was a young boy and he didn't have any money, he used to give me money to go to school. So I am who I am today, part of what that man did. I don't care where are you, who you with. Whenever you see that man, you leave whatever you're doing, you cross the street, you help that person. Because if it wasn't for that person did years ago, I will not be here today." And back then you understand why he insists on stuff like that. I mean, okay, I got it. But now I understand. He was teaching me values. He said, like, I want you to respect people for who they are, not for what they have. Let me repeat that. Respect people for who they are, not for what they have. We live in a society, especially here in North America, where people, they want to be associated with just people who can help them. So it's not about you getting help, but you giving the advantage to whoever you meet. So therefore, God's going to take care of you. It's a spiritual law. It's just like, when you look at the day, there's in some part of the world 12 hours of daylight, 12 hours of nighttime. So it's nothing you can change about that. It's a spiritual law. It's been established like that, and it's like this is universal. So what's another law? Is that if you're looking for people, and that person look like got a nice car, I need to be his friend, or he got a nice house. What happens if that person loses the car and the house? When I have the opportunity to experience certain great things about wealth, and sometimes people will think they're wealthy, they're not. There's a difference between somebody who's rich and somebody who's wealthy. Somebody is wealthy, they're wealthy in their mind, they're wealthy in their attitude, they're wealthy in the way they make their decision, they control their emotion. That's a wealthy person. A rich person is somebody who doesn't have a mind who's renewed, got a bunch of money but don't know how to act, don't know how to respect themselves, don't know how to respect people. Somebody with no value is like giving money to an animal. So that person cannot really handle themselves properly and talk to people with respect. And they don't respect themselves. They're not able to keep their own words. They don't know that it's important to return phone calls. They know it's important to apologize. They don't understand it's important to always give a benefit of doubt to somebody else. There's some decision that wealthy people do, a mindset that other people don't do. And again, that video, that message is not about money. It's about having value and learning how to respect yourself. Sometimes, people talk to, for example, somebody lose a job for maybe 2 months. and that person say, oh, you're not my friend no more, you can lose a job, you're lazy. Well, that person never lost a job before, so they cannot understand what's going on in the mind of that person. But sometimes people, they're acting like, you're working for a company, and because you've been there 20 years, you think like that you will never get fired, like you think that that company is owned by your father or your uncle. No, it's a public company who are in a part of a New York Stock Exchange. So it means that if the investor, they have a decision to make for the benefit of that company, and you're part of this decision, it got nothing to do with your skills and your hard working skills, or because you are a faithful worker, you're going to be gone. And now what are you going to say to the person you used to make fun who lost their job? Or, for example, your parents try to teach you something or ask you to do something. You don't want to listen to them because now you make more money than them. Because everything's about money, how much money I get. I make $100,000. My parents make $50,000. What they can tell me, I make more money to earn more. Stop thinking like that. This is the best way to finish your life in a bad spot, when you put money and possession above everything. It means that if somebody don't make the same amount of money by me or more, I'm not listening to them. You cannot do that. And I remember the way I've been raised is that you respect your parents regardless. If you're 60 years old and your mom is 85 and she's telling you to do something, of course nothing crazy, but she give you advice, listen to it. Don't say like, I'm grown. And what I see is a lot of giant babies with jobs in a car. So not because you're 18 years old and you make your own money that now you cannot listen to your parents. You're just a giant baby with a job. So learn how to respect people. Learn how to respect your family members, regardless of what's going on. And make sure that you know that that's your uncle, that's your aunt, or that's your grandparents. Respect them. Respect who they are, not what they have. Because if you respect things, that's why you see some people sometimes when they lose their job or something, they commit a suicide because their identity is connected directly to what they possess. And when they lose the house, when they lose, the cars, and they lose the money, say, oh my God, what I'm going to do? I cannot live like that anymore. I'm nobody now. No, you're the same person. You just lost your material possession. And you have to now believe in God for real though, and then make sure that God will guide you through this hard time, and you will not lose yourself because you lost your stuff. Okay? So it's just a value. Understand the value of life. Understand respecting yourself. Understand that when you have value, it's going to be, even if you are a young lady, it's going to be hard for you to go out with a wrong guy, because your value is going to be so strong. It's like, no, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that. I'm not going to a hotel with you. I was talking to a young lady who was telling me, like, if a guy is nice and he asks me for my number, I give it to him on the first day after 2 minutes of conversation. I say, what? After 2 minutes? You're going to give your number? Yes, if this person is nice. You give your number to somebody who could call you any type of time and send you crazy pictures and stuff like that, and you say like, oh my God, what's going on? You're the one who give your number. You don't have to give your number. If you met a guy and that person want to talk to you, you might say like, hey, you know what? I don't want to talk to you. That's it. Or if that person now you feel like you won't talk, maybe give your email, or say, you know what? I will pass through here, in 3 days. So if you want to talk to me again, I will just, walk through. Make that person walk a little bit to be able to access you. You don't have to brush them away. Say, okay, I'm interested, but if you want to talk to me, you're going to talk to me again on my turn, because I don't know you yet. And I believe all this type of basic that we don't have, that's why we end up in a wrong relation. In business relationship, if you met someone or you're meeting someone for something, and you say that you're going to call that person for a business, call back, or that person call you to find out what's going on, text back, call back, is part of respect. And if you don't have this type of basic, I'm talking about very basic things, you will not be able to be successful in business, in life, in your love life, when you about to go to work in your social life. You're not going to be able to be successful because you don't have enough value, not only to protect yourself, but to protect the relationship that you are building. sometimes people, you act like, you know, you have no mind sometimes, and you cannot act like that. You have to be responsible and respectful, and not really treat people like you better, because real people with wealth, they don't act like that. So if you want to be wealthy, so beyond your possession, you have to act like wealthy people who are respecting themselves and who act and behave a certain way. Their words are their words. Okay, so I hope that video will help you. It's Father's Day. Happy Father's Day. Even if you never met your father, if you have somebody like a father figures, give them a call, and forgive. If you don't know where your father is, just forgive. Forgiveness is really a powerful tool. But don't be bitter because of some situation happened to you, because it will affect you more than you think. So just ask God to help you and pray to relieve that burden of weight on your heart, so you can be a better person. This is Darcy Ogandaga. See you next time. Bye bye.